On May 14th, 1948, Israel became a nation. Its branches became tender and it began to put forth leaves just as Jesus prophesied. You're going to hear, I apologize, but there's a storm coming and I can hear a lot of thunder and lightning, so I'm trying to get this through as quickly as possible. But in my quiet time the last few days, these are some of the things that the Lord has been revealing to me, and I think that they are extremely important given the season that we are in. Many of us have been eagerly watching this generation and time frame, but what many don't know is that 310 years earlier, something fell from the sky in Roswell, New Mexico. It's one of the first sightings of something that fell from the sky and was uncovered. The U.S. Army claims that they discovered a flying disc of sorts, and inside it was a bunch of interesting technology that they've never seen before, things that they thought couldn't be from this realm or world. And they also discovered or recovered the bodies, allegedly, of different entities, different aliens, if you will. I find it so interesting that right before 11 months, which 11 is, it's basically judgment. 11 months before Israel becomes a nation is when this occurrence began to take place all across our country and world. This phenomena of aliens and life forms, and now they were really being exposed to television sets and all of these things in ways that they could push this agenda. This is also about the time that they began to coin the term conspiracy theorist to cover up the different things that were being seen. I never thought that I would be sitting here as a Christian that loves the Lord and loves the Word, talking about aliens, which we know what they are. So with all of this coming to light right now, and as people of the Word and students of Scripture, we must understand what we are looking at right now and how it pertains to the Word, but also to the end times, how we are to prepare for these times, but also how to prepare those that will be left behind. These things that we have been seeing in the night sky, the videos that I've done here recently, I believe all of these things were what Ezekiel saw. And he describes it almost exactly how they look to us. A wheel within a wheel, except he just didn't have the words. And it looks essentially like a gyroscope. Essentially, it's a vehicle of sorts, making mechanical whirring sounds used to facilitate and transport the fallen ones. Maybe other angels. We're limited in our knowledge and our understanding of these things. They have always been here from the beginning, from even before Genesis 6. And I do believe they're not from a galaxy far, far away, but perhaps another dimension or spiritual realm that we don't yet understand, again, on this side of eternity. But seeing all of these things and watching them be more and more noticeable in the sky, I don't think that's any accident in today's time. And one of my favorite stories that I'm really loving in Scripture right now is the story of Elisha, where he is during a battle, his servant is very, very frightened, and it looks like all is lost to him. And Elisha prays for his servant's eyes to be opened during a critical battle, and he was overwhelmed by fear, but the Lord opens his eyes, and then he sees a mountain full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. And so there's a lot that is unknown and a lot that is happening right now that is unexplainable. And we're seeing all of these things in the sky. But ask the Lord in this hour to open your spiritual eyes to see that we are also surrounded by ones that are fighting for us, that love us, and that God is going to protect us. We have nothing to fear. But I do think it is a sign of the times of what we were seeing. And I find it very interesting that Genesis 6 is at the beginning, but now we're in the Genesis mission, and they call it 6G. I don't think that's any coincidence at all. With everything that is happening, with the possibility of the Abraham Accords being strengthened, I think we are nearer than ever before. But we do not need to fear. but we do need to prepare those that will be left behind. What I feel like right now, especially as I'm sitting here in this warm, stuffy car and the rain is starting to come, I feel like Noah, how he must have felt, where he has issued all of the warnings for all of the years leading up to it, and now he's just sitting and waiting. That's what I feel like right now. We can still continue to pull others in and to pray for them, and plant those seeds until we're taken up, because I do believe it is very, very soon.